Hey guys, welcome to DevOps School.
But before we begin, let me inform you few things about us. DevOps School is one of the leading platforms which offers DevOps, cloud and containers technology training and certification programs for freshers and established professionals who wish to update and consolidate their skills in the dynamic IT scenario. We ensure that the training solutions are delivered by highly experienced domain experts with practical working experience in various verticals. Check out the dates and enroll with us for our upcoming batches. For more info, link and contact details are mentioned in the description below.
My questions to all of you is, do you know any one of the tools? And the tools which I'm talking about is Chef or Puppet or Ansible or Shalt or Chef Engine. Anyone? Or SCCM also, Microsoft SCCM. Anyone? Any one tool?
Ansible, yes, somewhat.
Yeah. So if you know any one of the tools, which is ops tools actually, if you're working in the ops, if you're working in the SRE domain, if you're working in the infrastructure team, tools team, one tool we should know. Okay. So one tool we should know. Now let's say a few people are saying like I know none of such tool. No problem. So what I will suggest you, this will be your offline learnings for all of you. So what you can do, you can come to uh, the DevOps school. This is one of my channel. I have few channels again. So all of my channels you can find here, Debug School and SCM Galaxy, AI Universe and all. And these are the technical channels actually. So I think it's worth visiting. So a lot of videos you get it. Let's say if you want to learn Ansible, so all Ansible videos you can get it here, playlist. Each sessions you'll have this video. Okay, so you can learn Ansible or Chef or Puppet. I know only these three. Rest two I don't know. Chef I know. Is the Chef tutorial and Puppet tutorial. Now this is your personal learnings. You can spend some time over there and learn yourself. This is my video, so I'm just you can say it's a I'm recommending to all of you. So now the question is provisioner. So think about it. Let's say some of you know, some of you don't know, but the tool which I named it out, this is a configuration management tool. Like a Chef is a configuration management tool, Puppet is also configuration management tool. Ansibles are Ansible and CF Engine and this one, what to say, last one, Salt. So all these are configuration management tool. That means you can configure the servers. Okay. Now when I say configure the servers, just understand that in a simple way. See here, you create a infrastructure using Terraform, which you did it just now. Just 15 minutes before, you just created a whole infrastructure of VMs, network, subnet, this, that, and all blah blah blah. But don't you think so? Like in the VM, you want to install something, you want to run some scripts in it, correct? You want to do something inside a VM, and that too also you don't want to do manually. It should be done through the script. So tell me one thing. I want you to hear an idea from you. Let's say you created an infrastructure from the Terraform. What are the idea you have in your mind? So I can configure the server. When I say configure the server, that means creating of files inside a server, copying the files inside a server, starting the services, packaging installations, and creating a user, deleting something, and blah 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 things. In a simple way, setting up your applications. So can you tell me whatever the learning which you have made so far, how can you do that? How can you do that?
So Rajesh, Ajit here. So now we deployed infrastructure. Now our application team, there are some prerequisites. Okay, look, once this VM is ready, I need A, B, C, D. For example, I need to enable the IaaS. Then I need to configure some certain task in the IaaS, and then I need to check that whether the website is accessible or not. These are the kind of some prerequisites from the application team, and most probably as an infrastructure guy, so we know the how to build the infra on the Azure end, and there are some application relevant configuration. So probably this configuration management tool can be integrated with Terraform. I'm not sure, but just we need to. That's what my understanding as a configuration.
So my question is very straightforward. How to set up server, because you created a server using and Terraform. So how to create a set up a server, configure, or in simple way install application in the server. How to do that? What are the approach? I'm not saying manually. Now you don't tell me, Rajesh, I will log in, and after that I'll copy this file, that file, install this package, that package, and start the service. All I'm asking is automation method. So think and tell me.
Either you can use a script method to
script. Wonderful. What else?
Configuration management tool.
Yeah, like Ansible, like Ceph, like Puppet, like these are the three things let's talk about. Or what there's one more method which we have, and I want you to remember that. I know that you know, but it's just like probably you're not recalling that. I want to configure server while creating the VMs. How to do that? While creating a VMs.
Yeah, during the deployment scripts.
That's done, no deployment script. This we did it.
Or automation.
Okay, I'll give you the points. Do you know user data? Okay, I'll remind you. I know that you know. It's just a matter of going there and reminding you. Where is that? Here. So this is the Azure. Create a VM, Azure VM, and here, and this all the stuff you select, whatever you want, and next, also next, and also next. Now this is the area which I want. Where is that? Do you know this? All of you?
Yeah, this is nothing but while deploying it will configure. Again, here we need to write some code, right?
Correct. Some code, some. So here, this is the user data and custom data. There are two kind of data we have. So we can use it. So basically, very simple. So we have understood that if you want to configure your server and setup, you have to load some user data and custom data through some script, or maybe call that Ansible script, Chef script, and Puppet script. So are you comfortable with this concept, right? All of you? Now, I'm not getting into that why we should use Ansible, Chef, or Puppet. That's a different topic, but we do that. Okay, so that's a part of automation. Now, with that context in mind, let's understand the Terraform provisioner. So, guys, provisioner means what? Provisioner means do something with that resources which you created. Now, do something means what? Let's say VM got created. What do you want to do? I want to configure server. I want to log into the server and I want to configure the server. Simple. Or you created, let's say, some user. After that, you want to do something. So those are the things you can do through provisioner. Okay. So slowly, probably that whole visualization you have not understood, but we'll get into that in some time and you'll understand that. So provisioner is something to be done after the creation of the resources. I repeat, resources. You create a resources, you want to do something after that, and that is that concept we call it in Terraform provisioner. So now provisioners can be used to model specific actions on the local machine. Understand that, please read this. Provisioners can be used to model specific actions on the local machine. Local machine here means a machine from where you are running the Terraform code, or on a remote machine. Remote machine means a machine where which you have created through the Terraform. You may not, it's not like necessarily only which you have created through Terraform. Other machines also which you have not created through the Terraform can be managed, but right now I don't want to complicate it. So here, local machine means your laptop, simple, from where you are running the Terraform code. Remote machine means the VM which you just now created 10-15 minutes before. So here, provisioners can be used to model specific actions on the local machine or on remote machines in order to prepare server or other infrastructure objects for the services. Services mean your application, your service. That's called provisioner. So now the question is, which are the list of provisioners which we have in Terraform? So guys, we have these many provisioners. We have a chef provisioner. We have a file provisioner. We have a habitat provisioner. We have puppet provisioner. We have remote exec provisioner. We have a salt master class provisioner. We have a local exec provisioners. The one provisioners which I have never worked with it, which is called habitat. That means the tool habitat. I don't know what exactly that is. I never got an interest to know also because never got that opportunity. But I know chef. I know puppet. I know salt also at a high level. Salt I know, but not at a pro level. So these are the provisioners we have. That means in a simple way, uh, you created a VM, and then if you want to run chef script in the VM after creation of the VM on Azure or AWS or Google Cloud, you can run this chef provisioner. You can use a chef provisioner to run the chef cookbook. In the chef, we have a concept of cookbook. Okay. Habitat also you can do that. Puppet we call it a module. Then some and salt also we have master scripts, something like that. Salt also. But the question you will say then, Rajesh, chef is there, puppet is there, salt is there, habitat is there. But why this Ansible is not there? So remember that for Ansible, for chef, required chef client for an agent. For puppet also you require puppet client agent and all. But for Ansible, it's agentless right now. I think some of you said you know Ansible. So puppet Ansible is agentless, correct now?
Yes,
So
Ansible.
yeah, so Ansible, because of its agentless, no need to configure anything. So that basically you just install the Ansible and then you run that in the local mode inventory, whatever it is, and you can get it done easily. So there's no provisioner written by that. It's not required actually. Okay, so it's like that. So now you'll say, Rajesh, okay, I understood probably. Probably using chef provisioner, you can call the chef script. Puppet provisioner, you can call the puppet script. Salt provisioner, you can call the salt script. For the habitat provisioner, also you can call the habitat script. But you're not explaining file, remote, and local. So this is the focus actually. This is the focus. File, remote, and local is the only provisioner which I can show you in this session. So why not chef? Why not puppet? Why not salt? Because it's all out of context also, and also you need to understand the chef before that running that command. Puppet also before running that command. So it's like that. So file, remote, and local is the three things which you can use it today. Now the question is, what is file provisioner? Now, next question is, what is the salt? What is a remote provisioner? And then what is the local provisioner, which we'll discuss now. So guys,
Okay.
understand that.
Rajesh, sorry to interrupt. So
Yeah.
you mean Terraform it will not support Ansible?
No, Ansible you don't need actually separate provisioners to be written. So what you can do, you can use the Ansible for the remote provisioner also. Remote exec provisioners are there, no fifth one, which you can use it using that.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is just say you have to run the Ansible. If you're running the ad hoc command Ansible, if you're running the playbook, then Ansible hyphen playbook, and then rest of the options. So probably the moment I cover the remote exec, no, you'll automatically get an answer for Ansible. Okay. So now these are the provisioners which is supported. Now the question is, what is the remote provisioner and local exec provisioner? So guys, understand that it's very simple. Okay. A remote provisioner, a local provisioner is used. Local exec provisioner is used to run. Local exec provisioner is being used to run script or command after the resource creation. I repeat, after the resource creation. Remote exec provisioner is also being used after the resource creation. So there's no difference. Local also provisioner is being used after the resource creation. A remote provisioner is also being used after the resource creation. But what is the difference then? So remember that local exec provisioner is used after the resource creation to run command or script in your local server, local machine, local laptop. The place where you have Terraform command running, that's the place the command will run using the local exec provisioner. But remote exec provisioner will run the command in the machine which you created using Terraform. That means last time you created a VMs in the Azure, right? From where you send that request from your laptop. So if you want to run some commands or some script in the your laptop, then use local exec. If you want to run some commands or a script in the VM which is created on the Azure or AWS or Google Cloud, then use the remote exec provisioner. Are you understanding, all of you? Hello? Hello?
Yes,
Uh,
sir. Well, Rajesh.
yes, simple. So I repeat, it's provisioner is being used only after the resource is created, and local exec provisioner is being used to run the commands on your local machines, your laptop. Remote exec provisioner is being used to run the commands or script in the machine which you created on cloud. Now, can we avoid this provisioner? Yes, you can avoid the provisioner. For that, what you have to do, you have to use the custom data or user data. Then you will say, Rajesh, how can you use custom data and avoid the provisioner? So let me not talk about it and let me show you directly code. So here, Azure VM, just a second, guys. Terraform, Azure VM, and custom data example. So you know that code, just you have to add custom data, and for that, some the moment you look at the example, you'll understand that. So example we have it. No, unfortunately, here is this is the options are there, but I want to show you the examples exactly. So so here you see this is the custom data string where it's been called. This is the script, and this is the local. I want you to call somewhere actually. Just a second. This is not the right example. Some example, just you have to, it's just a matter of passing the script for that custom data. So they're using the locals, which I have not discussed so far. It's not there. Not probably you can use this. Look at this here. So what they are doing, are you comfortable with this? Which just now you have used it 10 minutes. Name dot dot dot, OS disk dot dot dot, source image dot dot dot, computer name dot dot dot, and here you have a custom data dot dot dot. Here this you can use the command. This is probably declared up. See here, this is the okay. So you can pass any script, any commands, and run it. Very simple. So this is the custom data. You can pass it. Let me show you the AWS also. So Terraform and EC2 instance, we call it in AWS. User data example. User data we have in the Azure also, by the way. So here, look at this provider. This is the instance, and if you look at this is the instance which will create a VM, and here you have user data. Look at this starting UF and somewhere ending UF. Where is that? Here it's pretty long commands. So basically, these all are commands which will run during the bootstrapping process. Are you seeing that? Are you understanding this? This command can be anywhere, the one which I said it. Are you understanding?
So, Rajesh, when this VM is created, again, it's doing SSH and executing this user data.
What is it? Your voice is breaking for me.
So, as per you are showing the example, right, for the user data for AWS, once a VM is deployed, after that is doing the SSH and executing some
No,
command.
no,
right?
no, 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 no. User data, custom data is running the script during the bootstrapping process of Azure or EC2 instance, Azure VM or EC2 instance. It's a bootstrapping process. It's a part of the cloud feature. It's a cloud feature. I repeat, it's a cloud feature. It's not Terraform feature I'm talking about. Sorry. Are you understanding, all of you? Hello?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So it's a part of the cloud feature. I was saying alternative of provisioner is this one. If you don't like provisioner, use the cloud feature itself. Add the user data, custom data, and all.
So you mean provisioner just is written a code like user data and some of the action it is written in the
No, 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 no. We are confused. We are getting lost actually. Okay, wait a second. Let me write it down so it'll be easier for you. So how to configure script and server? So the question is option number 1, user data. Option number 2, just a second, sir. Option number 2, login and run commands and script. Now, this is the 2 script. I said how to set up and configure server. So here is code script, here is code script everywhere. Now the question is, how do you do that? So user data, this is embedded in the embedded in Azure or AWS. So here I am not using Terraform. But second option, let's say you are not doing this one, then you will do this one, login and run and command script. But there's a manual way. That means manual how to log in and how to run. You know that. Automated way using Terraform provisioner. This is what I'm saying. Are you understanding? So I said alternative user data is alternative, but provisioner is to the Terraform which you are getting it here. Are you understanding now? All of you. Hello.
So option number 2, basically VM is created and I will use Terraform provider to just to run the script.
Yes, I will use Terraform provisioner just to run the script. So Terraform provisioner will log in and run the script using this one. Automated way, no manual way. See, manually also if you want to run, you log in and run, right? But we are not doing it. Automated way provisioner. Or I'm saying you don't use it. So use this one. It's an inbuilt feature in the cloud itself. Very good points. Okay, so this I'll have assignment actually for today. What each Azure custom data and user data? I will ask you to do this assignment today, and one do it one lab offline. Do it one lab offline. One lab offline after 5:30 till tomorrow morning also. Okay, so you'll get an answer, because if you are not doing this one, then you'll not understand what I was talking about here. I said user data, custom data is a alternative. If you don't like provisioner, then use this. Okay, so I hope it should be clear. Okay, so now coming back to the point. So local exec and remote exec. Local exec will run the commands in your laptop. Remote exec will run the commands in the VMs which you created, but only after the resource creation. Alternative, you can use the user data, custom data for this also. So here, please understand, remote exec provisioner invoke a script on a remote resources after it is created. Okay, this can be used to run a configuration management tool and bootstrap into the server. Local, I missed one slide actually. Okay, file provisioner. So we discuss about the local and remote file provisioner. So file provisioners means what? Please read this. File provisioner is being used to copy files from local to remote. I repeat, file provisioner is being used to copy a file from the your machine to where? To where? To where? To your VMs, to remotes. Local means your laptop, remote means your VM. So if you want to copy some files, folders, or whatever it is, then this you can use the file provisioner. Okay, so file provisioner is used to copy files or directory from the machine executing the Terraform to the newly created resources. The file provisioner supports both SSH and WinRM types of connections. Are you comfortable, all of you?
So this used only copying the files, right? Or
Only copying the files. Yeah. Okay. So chef provisioner for chef cookbooks, which is used, and habitat provisioner is also there. Puppet provisioners, I'm skipping it because out of scope, and salt master class provisioner is also there. Okay, so we have understood this. Now the look at this, the code. Okay, so here how do we use the local exec? So you see that here provisioner local exec command, local command here. And how do you use the remote exec code? So provisioner remote exec script, whatever the list of command or script, whatever you want to use it, you can do that. Okay. Now file provisioner, how can you use it? Look at the below one, provisioner file, and whatever the file you want to copy, you can be, it's a content actually, it's not a file. It can be file also. So content, and then put it in the where the destination machine, the remote exec, remote machines path to the file. Okay. Now understand that. Let me ask you one question. Tell me for which provisioner you required IP username, password, and IP address. Tell me for you. I talked about three provisioners. So for which provisioners you required the IP address, username, and password, and authentication method and all. Tell me.
Remote and file.
Wonderful. You understood that. Remote, because we are copying some files from the local host to remote. So of course you need a password, username and password and IP address. And for copying the files also you need. So yes, from the remote exec you need a connection, and for file also you need a connections. Remember, for local you don't need a connections. Okay, so this is the something which you have. So now how do you make a connection? So you look at this upper string, probably it will be easier for you. So connections, you have it. Okay, there you can provide that IP address, username, and password. By the way, last time you created a, last time you created this one. What do you say? Last time you created a username and private key, right? So you can use that for the connection. You can use the password also. That's not a problem. Okay, so now guys, look at it. This one of the sample code very carefully, very carefully. Okay, so here what is happening? Think simple. Here I am copying the file. So which file I am copying? So remember the place where you have a TF program, there is one directory called conf. Inside that directory, you will be having myapp.conf in your laptop. And that from that file is being copied to etc myapp.conf. So that's the one thing. And which connection has been used? So SSH connection, username and password, and which host has been used, you know that this code dollar sign and all, you can ignore it for time. It's an old method actually. Look at the right side also. Left side is a Linux, right side is a Windows. And here, remember that the connection is you use SSH, right side WinRM. WinRM, I hope you understand that, right? All of you. This is the way to connect to the Linux machine. There's only one protocol we support for working with the Windows, and nowadays it's coming by default. Earlier we used to enable it. So I hope you understand that WinRM. So here, right side it's Windows, left side it's Linux. Are you comfortable with this code, all of you?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is the stuff. Now, okay, null resources I'll not discuss right now. So let's forget about it. Null resources, I'll skip it because I need to explain in detail a little bit later. Right side, look at this here. What I'm doing, I'm creating one EC2 instance on AWS, and there calling the provisioner and doing all the commands and environment and blah blah blah. Okay, so null resources is the next topic. Before that, I will show you the demo of this. So guys, what I'm doing right now, understand that this is the code. This is the code. Just a second, I think I changed the folder. So go to C drive and Rajesh all workspace, Azure and full stack. Okay, I'll modify this code only. Okay, and here go to the VM. This will take little time, but you have to wait for it. There's no other way around. I'll go to the VM, which is here. And here I will add those provisioners. Okay. So how do I add it? Let me show you some examples. It will be easy for you. So if you want to access my examples, then Terraform, Terraform what? Terraform provisioner, and DevOpsSchool. Okay, you can find from the Google also. That's up to you. And this is the local provisioner. Okay, so local provisioner, and I'm adding inside inside this block only, this curly braces only you have to add it. Okay, you can't add outside. I repeat, and this is the provisioner. Which provisioner? Local provisioner. What you are doing? Tell me, this is a simple command I'm running, okay? Not to complicate. Though you can have hundreds of command here, okay, using the new string. Tell me what it will do. And actually,
yeah, it is just creating one text file, and inside that, welcome to Terraform. It's written. That's it.
Okay, what this file will be created where?
This file will be created where? That location, right? In the local.
Local means where?
Where you are running the script, right?
Right. It will create a file in this directory. Okay. That means here echo command can be any commands actually, right? It can be, you can run that some deployment script also, SS or batch script also. It's up to you. So this just for visualizations, it can be any commands here. Okay. Okay, that's the first thing. That's a local exec. Now let me add you the remote exec. Again, if you want to see the example, see here. This is a local exec. This is also one example of local exec. This is also one example of local exec. Here, what you are doing, you are running the interpreted with the Perl. This is the command we are running. This is the deployment script SS you are running. This is just a simple demo, just to understand that we are running. So these are local exec. Okay. After that, we'll go to the remote exec. So where is the remote exec? Mine.
Rajesh, in the real-time scenario, what is the use for this local exec?
Yeah. So real-time scenario, it can be something like this. For example, you are having some code. Okay, understand this way. I'm giving you one example for this. So what you did, I'll tell you. So what you did, you created a infra, and after that you did copy some files from local. I'm just telling you example. Copy some files from local to remote. Remote means the VM which you created. And after that, you run that some command of testing, test script in the remote, in the remote. And after that, based on that, whatever the output and all, and after that, it should, if it is passes, then calling that local exec. Local exec means calling the local exec, and then this will probably push the code to pushing the code to GitHub. So if you are sure about it, that testing everything should be automated. So you write a code. Code means what? Java code, and Java code you wrote. You push that to the GitHub. From there, you created infra. remote connections happen, you run the some script over there to test the infrastructure. After that, you created local host, so it will push the code to the GitHub or something like that. This is one example. So like that, you can design your stuff what you want to do in a local machine. Local machine, you want to run some API call, you want to create some ticket, you want to do something in your machine, some changes, something. So it can be in that scenario. Are you understanding?
Yes, Rajesh.
Yeah. So anything which you want to do in local, you can do that local. Now this will be created only if after this VM will be created. Okay, so this is the local. Now what I'm going to do, I was doing something remote exec, right? So local exec is done and remote exec. So provisioners. So here is a remote exec. Okay. So small code I'm having, not complicated one. So guys, here, this is the remote exec. So what I'm doing right now, and here, what I want, this I'm creating a sudo command. This I'm creating this command. What to say? Uh, apt command, updating, installing Apache and starting the Apache service. But for that, you know what you need? One Ubuntu machines. But the problem here is, I need to just second. Just give me 2 seconds. Create virtual machines and here Ubuntu. Yeah. So what is the ID for this? So how do I get the ID? And here, yeah, just again. So VM. Okay, yeah, good. So it's there, same machine I'm taking. So that's not a problem. Same machines. It's 1804, 1804. That's correct. So this command will work. Others, if it is a CentOS, then yum will be there. So that's true. So I have a Ubuntu anyways. So remote exec inline, update the operating system, and do this, install Apache, and start the service. Instead of this one, you can do anything, but just a small script I'm doing, nothing great about it. Are you comfortable with this remote exec? All of you? Hello? Yeah. Now, guys, I'm doing the remote exec, and so for that, I need to do connections also. So how do I do the connections? So for connections, I have one code, this one. Okay, this is the one. So there's a type SSH. Username I forgot. Anyone remember that? Uh, let me get it from there.
Azure user.
Azure user, I think.
Azure user, right?
Yeah.
Azure user. Now keys, it should be tilde and dot SSH and just a second, guys. ID underscore something like that. I always forget. Though I'm using Linux from last 15 years, I'm always having doubts on that file. ID underscore RSA, yeah, correct. So ID underscore RSA. Done. So guys, what I'm doing right now, here, which machine? So self dot public IP address. Now public IP address means, just a second, hold on. So this backup is there. Just give me 2 seconds. IP address is, I think this is the one, right? Public IP address is the private IP address. So this is the public IP address. Now you must be thinking why I'm changing the code. So this code will work for AWS, but we have to change that for this one. So AWS instance to this one. Okay. And name should be this one. So I'm changing the code on ad hoc basis, so you'll remember that. And name should be this one. Okay, so I did this. Now host for connections. So connections host is equal to self means same machines and public IP address. So that's anyway, this is commented actually. So this code also will work, but this format used to work last year. This year this format will work. Let's see that. Many times connection has changes. What you can also do that, Terraform latest code, Terraform connection, provisioner connection. Okay, provisioner connections, private key, something like that, self. So this is the setting, you can see that. So here type SSH, username, password, host. Here they are taking the host var.host. So host is a variable which they are setting up somewhere actually. So okay, so this is not needed actually. Self is I'm using this one. Okay, did you understand that, all of you? I'm using self. Here if you are setting the variable IP address and all, you can use this one. Okay, so I'm not using variables. So done. So I made the connection, guys. I made the provisioners also. I made the local exec also. And one thing which is missing right now is a file. So file is easy. File is easy. You want to copy some file. So do I have this local? Just a second. I have example for everything. So you can copy from the internet also if you like. It's up to you. So this is a connection provisioner file. Yeah. So why I'm copying it, because you should not have any syntax issues and all is struggling and all. So that is the one. So provisioner, this is the provisioner file. What file? So which file? This file I have to copy to where? TMP location. So what I'll do, I will, which file I am to copy? So I'll create one file here just for the demo, raju.txt. And here I will write in this file, I love Terraform. Done. So this file I am going to keep it raju.txt. And here it should be available in the TMP folder. So now nothing great I'm doing. Again, I'm just teaching you what are the functionalities are available, but use cases I'm not discussing right now. Okay, so use cases we can discuss later also, but you can visualize if you are looking the problem. First thing, anything you want to run in the machine, remote machine, you can use this one. Any copy files you want to do from your laptop to your machine which you created, VMs you created, you can run this one. And finally, any local exec, any command which you want to run after the VM creation in your local machine, local exec. Are you comfortable, all of you? This one, all of you?
Rajesh, for the file, right?
Uh-huh.
So if I want to copy the file between two servers in remotely, then I should have two server connection in the code, right?
Between the two server.
Yeah. So I have two servers in Azure. Okay. I want to see the file between source and destination. So in that case, I should
then
have.
You can use remote exec. Understand the architecture. Okay. So first thing, understand the architecture first of all. So here, this is your laptop. Okay, this is your laptop, and this is one server you created, and this is another server you created. So now both the server you created using the Terraform. Now, what is your question? Tell me.
Question is, I kept a file in server A, and I want to move that same copy to server B.
Okay, no problem. In that case, what you'll do, I'll use SCP command. and but SAP command from the here to here. Now the question for that, what you need to run remote exec, and remote exec you will run SAP, and you need to have, see, to log in from to Terraform, to log into this machine, you need this connection, which is here. But from here to here, you need this key file also. So if you have this file using the file provisioner, you can copy that file at that location. This using file provision, you can copy this file, and from here you can do SAP using the key to this machine. Got it?
Okay, you mean SAP key? If I use SAP key, then copy to the destination.
Yeah. That's an odd way to do that, but again, secure. It's not a secure method. We need to discuss little bit more to find a security actually.
Because example, suppose say I have 100 VMs and I need to push one file to all 100 VMs. So Terraform can support for this, or
yeah, Terraform can do that, but it's not the right approach for using Terraform for that. Rather than what you can do, you can keep that file somewhere there, somewhere in the central location, and using the remote exec, you can wget or curl that file from the remote location, not from the one machine to another machine. It's not the right approach. You keep it this file here and then download it from here to here during the bootstrap process. Okay, so now all this code, I believe it's done. Let me validate if anything miss out. I think it's not miss out. So now, yes, remember that it should be a part of VM process itself. So now you have SSH connections, remote exec, local exec, and file provisioner. Are you comfortable, all of you? I have a file raju.txt in my local directory also, so no failure. Are you understanding, all of you? The code? If you understand, then I will run this. Okay, can I run it, all of you?
yes, sir.
Yeah. So guys, I am running right now the code. So here 11 resources will be created. Everything is okay. And now apply. Yes. See guys, look at it very carefully. Look at it here. Local exec has been completed. You see here, and now connecting to the remote exec. Now it's connecting here, and then remote exec is done. You see the Apache is being installed. Now look at it. Apache is being installed, and now still installing is happening. And you see setting up the Apache almost done, starting the services done, enabling the services done, and then almost over actually. And file is happening here, done. So guys, can we validate? So guys, first thing, we'll validate this file, local exec. Can we do that? So guys, look at it, my screen. And here, what file I wanted to create? Local exec.txt. Where is that? Here it is. Let's validate this. Welcome to Terraform Alliance classes and enter it. And see, confirmed, right? All of you. Now let me validate the this one, remote exec, and this one. So how do I do that? So first I'm going to log in into this. So for that, SSH-I and paste it. Now what is IP address? I forgot actually. I need to get it from the state file actually. Oh, come on. It's here. So it's here. And what is the username? Azure user, right? Correct, no?
Yes.
Azure user. So guys, I did it. And yes, first time. And I logged into that. And first I'll check whether Apache is installed or not. So which Apache 2? Apache 2. And you see it's installed and it's running or not. Can we check this? And grep Apache 2 and it's running. Can we last validate tmp file? ls tmp and raju.txt, which is here, and also content of it. Okay, anyways, content I'm not fitting here, so that file is there. Okay, so did you understand that, all of you, how to write how to work with a provisioner?
Along with that, you can access our other tutorials such as Docker, Ansible, Jenkins, Terraform, Splunk, AWS, Azure, and various other DevOps related premium tutorials with our channel membership. If you would have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devopsSchool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video. To get our channel membership, click onto the join button, select the $399 plan and grow your skills immensely. Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest. Thanks for watching.
Hello everyone. If you would like to access the remaining videos of this playlist of 50 plus more tools which are coming under DevOps, DevSecOps, SRE, DataOps, GitOps, etc., kindly become our channel members by clicking on the joining button. You would have access to 100s of playlists and 1000s of videos lifetime access with this membership. Enjoy.